What's up, YouTube? We have to get better at doing nothing. And what I mean by that is that we have to really get better at the stopping faculty, or the female principle within us, because we have to balance stop and go. And when we're not really stopping when we're stopping. Our body might be stagnant. We might be observant of something. We got to realize that whenever we give attention to something, our focus is spiritual currency, or what you would call subtle currency. So anytime that we are stopped physically but still going, because you got to realize that when you're eating, your body is still digesting after you chew. You're still eating the food even if you're not chewing anymore. So your body hasn't stopped. You haven't truly stopped ever in life. So if he who can't be still will surely be ill. It's just old and simple. And those who change small things change all things. So as we get better at doing nothing and finding the value in nothing or no thingness, then we can see we'll have more value. We'll be able to appreciate more of the somethingness. We'll be able to appreciate with each exhale. Because again, if you're doing no thing, the only real thing that is flowing through you, or the only sensation that you're getting, is the breath, if anything at all. So every time you inhale and exhale, you should be exhaling completely, totally getting rid of all the old air, which is all the old thinking. You get rid of that, and then that's when you appreciate. When you exhale, you appreciate. And that's how you send out a signal, or a singing to all. And we're getting past the corruption, because our core corrupted. It has been corrupted. It's not corresponding. So as we get our core strength back, our lower back, our lower abs, and that we can't even do abs properly if our kidneys are swollen or if our bladder is swollen. And then for most people, that's the case. We're so bloated and so inflamed, the internal organs are so swollen and not the natural size that they would be, that our range of motion is thrown off in every way. Our range of motion in life is thrown off. We should be able to travel this entire Earth universe that we have, or this plane, whatever, what have you, this plane net that we have. So we have to get better at stopping, and then we can find the value in moving and the value in stopping. We can't even differentiate right now what is stopping and going. People think that they're relaxing on vacation, but that's when they're moving the most. That's when their body is being intoxified and intensified in that sense the most, because you're putting so much pressure on the body. Most people go on vacation and have anxiety about getting back to their normal routine. So they're going through this whole process of retoxing and detoxing and really stressing the body out more on vacation than they would normally when they're in the days of the week and they're weekend by the weekend. So it's wild how what we got going on here, that we don't even know what true stopping is or true silence is. We don't even know what it is to even determine what the proper path would be, which is no path, because again, you're pretty much just jogging in place, and as you change your internal landscape, your external landscape changes. But we have a body that is constantly in motion. So anything constantly in motion will burn out. It's going to burn out. It's going to become a supernova, implode, and have to transform into something else. Again, transform. You have to hit the stillness. You will go back to zero whether you like it or not. It's just going to be exhausted, or you're going to do it all one, in peace, wholesome. So really, it's just about getting back to the front, in a sense. You got to really get down to knowing that nothing is everything, and that everything is nothing, so that you can truly stop and sit still and truly appreciate. So the more you appreciate, the more you appreciate. So we have to get better at doing nothing, because we're going to learn the lessons that we were going to learn in a given day or a lifetime. It's a relative lifetime, really. So you have the lessons that your lesson plan for the day is what it is. So you can either take that curriculum on in a dense fashion and take on what's been given to you, or you can expand it and jump lessons and quantum leaps in learning if you go for insight instead of outsight, however you want to look at it, understanding. Because that is limitless in a sense, where you can constantly just experience or inexperience based on past experience from supposed other days or lifetimes, and that you can apply that to now. because you're going to go through the lesson plan of the day regardless. The lesson plan of the day, the curriculum of the day is what it is. You're going to have a lesson of each day as the sun hits its peak, as the pineal hits its peak, basically, in relative to where you are fixed. That's what you call time. Perception of light from a fixed position. So you're going to go through that in a dense way. You're going to learn the lessons in a dense, slow way, or you could be still in that day and learn the lessons for the next lifetime and the lifetime after that and lifetime after that, lifetime after that, and bring them all back to today. And then you go through a transformation that you call sleep, wake up the next day and retain more. And that's a different level of self, knowledge of self, a different retaining of, another level of retaining of melanin or self, remembering. So the more we remember, the more we can unlearn. And then we get rid of parasites. We get rid of all that is unnecessary in our life. Because again, it's parasites, paralysis, sleep paralysis. Again, the book is on Amazon, Sleep Paralysis, Socially Paralyzed. If you're socially paralyzed, you're being paralyzed or paralleled, diluted or diluted in all forms and fashions in existence. So it's just about getting back into the immortal tune, getting back to the posture or the form you love, and finding the timelessness that is you. So you can get in touch with, again, your absolute talents, your absolute market positions, all of these things that create the abundance in your life that you are neglecting or ignoring. And that's just what, it creates the life that we see today. So we have to get better at doing nothing. Self is void and always living and always in existence or insistence. So it really comes down to behavior. You're changing your behavior. Your behavior is changed by your thoughts. Your thoughts are of chemical nature. So your chemical environment and exvironment, however you want to look at it, that all has everything to do with your chemical union, your chemical agreement, because it's an agreement that you have. All that you've given away from yourself has manifested around you, and every breath is an investment. So everything that's going on around you, if it's not returning to you, if it's a block, then that investment needs to be withdrawn. And the focus and the tension, the pressure needs to be shifted, because all of life is pressure. All planets and bodies, people, things, mineral, animated, and plant, all is creating a pressure within. It creates the universe. This would create, everything is pressure. Just the pressure on a guitar string, on a piano chord. All it is the pressure of a stroke. It's all a stroke game. It's an art science of the stroke game. That's another text that I put out there on Amazon. All these texts are under R Bud Vegan on Amazon. You can get the PDFs through ROYALT512 at yahoo.com, through the PayPal to get the PDF, so you can email it instantly and send it to your friends or print it out, what have you. So it's all there. It's 23 texts. There's a bunch on health, bunch on yoga, bunch on finances. There's a bunch on philosophy, again, like 2084, the gas age of Aquarius, cotton to cannabis, about the stoned age that we are now currently in. So just check them out. Again, it's Jesus Christ 19 on Instagram. Taylor Bud is another parasite. Human Food Company on Facebook. Search Taylor Bud, again, like I said. And it's all there. It's all there, and it's all not there. So again, just get back to self, get back to void, and we can enjoy the no-thingness, and we can enjoy the growth in this moon.